What's up, viewers? Super cool that you're watching a new episode of Twins Television. I'm super excited, as you can see in the thumbnail. In this episode, we're going to repair our fuel tank, because they've been seriously damaged by the fire extinguisher. We aim to make significant progress in this episode. First, thanks to our sponsor, Cronenberg, for sponsoring the parts we're missing. Well, missing the ones that got burned on our fuel tanks. So yeah, thanks a lot for that, and especially for believing in us. Come take a look, because this is our fuel filter. This is what it looks like for us, and this is how we got it from Cronenberg. It's a used one. We're eventually going to replace it with a new one, but first, the Lambo needs to be checked to make sure the fuel has gone through everything. If you replace the filter immediately, it will quickly become clogged with debris. Yeah, if there's still junk in the line or in the tank. The fuel tank is severely damaged from the powder extinguisher, as I mentioned. We want to protect this well, and we've been advised that a special undercoat, which is actually used on cars, is also good for our aluminum fuel tank, because it also has a kind of coating on it. This seems to be a kind of pigment coating, and it's a special elastic body. Undercoating or something like that, indeed. We're going to spray this on here, but before we can do that, we first have to remove the fuel pumps and our float. Yeah, and do a lot of sanding. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let's get started quickly. Enough talking, let's go. Go. We just finished working on the gas tank. In some places, the aluminum comes through quite rapidly. In these spots, it actually came off really easily, and in those other places, it's still pretty well stuck. There's really no point in sanding the whole tank down completely, because the coating we're going to apply is super thick. So you actually won't see that there's any difference in height or anything. Now we're getting to a bit of disassembly. Before we spray the tank, we're going to disassemble the pump first. Because this one is broken, guys. Yeah, that's our fault. So, that's why it's broken? The tanks were really stuck during disassembly. Fortunately, Cronenberg has a suitable pump for the task. I'm also curious about what the inside of the gas tank looks like. Me too. Whether there's really dirt in it, or if by just refueling you actually get dirt in your gas tank. Let's go! The fuel pump is out, the tank looks really clean inside, which is to be expected, of course. This is our newly used pump. It already looks better than our old one. Look, this one is really discolored, and this is the one we got from Cronenberg. Yeah, that one does look a lot better. This is a float. Oh yeah, that determines how much gasoline is in the tank. There is a bit of corrosion here on the edge, but that doesn't really matter, because the rubber gasket that goes around here fits exactly into the edge. So the sealing doesn't actually happen here on this edge, but on the edge between the pump and the tank. I would say let's degrease the tank, tape off the parts that don't need any color, then we can paint it, spray it. So we've completely taped off this tank. It's ready to paint. How we're gonna do that, we're gonna grab another fuel tank and then we're going to coat both tanks at the same time. Let's go! Guys, the tanks are completely ready to be sprayed. They're also in our open air spray booth.
The weather is really nice, so hopefully it'll dry quickly and we can keep things moving.
Before we start spraying, we're going to degrease first. Of course, I took the brake cleaner. Dear viewers, this is exactly why I was so excited at the beginning of the episode. You have something in your mind, and now it's become reality. Look at how these tanks turned out. That coating that's been applied, guys, it's really a kind of rubber coating and
Super strong too, super.
the protection is strong. Pressing your nail into it doesn't make it come off, which is exactly what we wanted. They couldn't have been protected better. I agree. Corrosion is once again a thing of the past. We're finally going to put it together, and then it can go in the car. Alexa, go! This is super fun to do, viewers, because the pumps are in, the tank wall lifting is secured, and they're coming to install the branch fills. And when I got this in my hands, I immediately had a funny flashback that we used this to pump out the tanks here. You just can't believe this, guys, how this looks. So it's not leaking anywhere, which is really weird. And do you remember this? That it was held in place with duct tape in the clamp. Because it actually gets big sitting in such a rubber casing. But if you've completely lost that, I don't know what kind of mechanic worked on it. With those ignition coil connectors, right? Unbelievable, right? But now, of course, we're about to install this, which is super fun. Yes, luckily we also have new clamps. Those were a bit damaged by the powder extinguisher. Those can go, these are the new ones. So we can go all the way again. Newly used. Huh, new, for...
It's new to us. For us,
It's new, yeah. I'll put you guys on a tripod and then we'll install the filters.
beautiful specimen.
We were just brainstorming whether it might be possible to install the fuel tank today in this episode. And we found out that it's not going to work because we still have to maneuver a wiring harness along the fuel tank, and once it's in, it's just not going to happen. So in this episode we won't be installing the fuel tank either, but we've done a huge amount of work. And the end result is something to be proud of. This is why I was so excited, guys. The coating is on really thick. And they just look brand new. It's even sturdier than the original, because this just doesn't scratch easily. And the other one, it was almost coming off, but that one was a few years old. Just a quick explanation. I used 2 tanks. They are 2,500 euros without pumps. So that's what we've saved in this episode, guys. We can be super proud of the end result once again. And when the car is finally complete, at least we know for sure that everything has received the optimal care. Guys, as you can see, it's a new day. I'm wearing a different outfit. The rims are done, so I can't wait to see the result. I just got a message with some photos. They look really awesome. And now to see them in real life. Okay, let's go inside, guys. Inside? As I just said, we are back and the end result is super cool. I just didn't expect this, but it turned out so beautiful. Soon with orange and the anthracite. Victor, what do you think of the result?
Yeah, really great, of course. I'm very happy that it turned out so well. And that you guys like it too, that's the most important thing. It was quite a bit of work, but yeah, we were happy to do it. Were there any setbacks? Yeah, a little bit, but I think Mono can tell you more about that. Mono, come on.
Come on, guys, tell us about it. Well,
here we go. The bolts weren't tightened properly. It was unbelievable. After hitting it repeatedly and heating it up, we finally got the rod loose. After that, we rethreaded the stud and put in new bolts.
so they're fully refurbished now?
Completely. Restored. Restored, however you also call it.
They are really beautiful. You can't even tell which rim was burned. So much work has gone into it. We'll pack it up, put it on the car, and it'll look awesome.
So happy.
It's unbelievable. This is the place to be. Guys, we're back in the workshop, and of course the fuel tanks have become super cool, but what's even cooler are the wheels, guys. The contrast is so beautiful. This is just mind-blowing, guys. Just take a look.
Show the whole picture for a moment.
Guys, let me know in the comments what you think of the rims, of the color. I think it turned out great myself. And I want to thank V. Veldenbanden for a new tire. Well, a new used tire. We can finally drive safely now, as the previous tire was too narrow.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because that's the best way to support us.
Give us a thumbs up if you think the tanks and the wheels turned out great. We sure do.
You'll see us again next Friday with a new episode. I don't know yet what we're going to do, but it is going to be a really fun one.
So don't forget to turn on your notifications, and of course, follow us on Instagram, twins.tv_. And guys, see you soon.
Hurt to him.